Today I would like to talk to you about English words which you probably use even without thinking that they originated in the lands of the Czech crown. Bohemisms. And my intention was also to show you that in the end of January the spring wasn't far away, but when I woke up this morning, so in Czech we say sněží. It's just one word, sněží. Absurdistan, dollar, hasek, Howitzer, Kolache, kočvarism, pistol, Polka, pram, rimoska, robot, Semtex and tunneling. Absurdistan is an expression used during Perestroika, and in Czech it was introduced through the works of our former dissident and president Václav Havel, and it was broadly used by the Czech dissidents to describe a country where the absurdity was the norm. Dollar is an expression which was literally coined in Jáchymov. It comes originally from the German Thaler, from Joachimsthal, because in Joachimsthal were mines from which was minted the currency called Joachimsthaler, but shortened to thaler. And in Czech it became tolar, and tolar spread after far away all over the world as dollar. Hasek, you know very well from the Czech háček, is the inverted circumflex accent. It comes literally from the Czech hook, little hook, hák, háček. So you know that háček mollifies the consonant. C becomes č, z becomes ž, and so on. And there are two forms of it over the taller letters as t becoming t, or l in Slovak, or d. It has a kind of a form which can remind you of a coma, but it is not. It's slightly different. The coma is more rounded, while the háček is more geometrical, more wedge-like. And not to confuse them is quite important. For example, the expression rozhoď with háček and rozhod with apostrophe, so the meaning is different. Rozhoď, rozhod. And rozhod is the colloquial form of rozhodl, rozhodl. But because rozhodl is, we need to put an effort into the pronunciation, it's kind of shortened to rozhod. It's beautiful. Howitzer, another expression, and howitzer is a weapon which can reach targets far than a weapon of hand-to-hand distance. It comes from the Czech houfnice, howitzer, houfnice. You see the sound is quite similar. And houfnice comes from hof, which means heap or crowd, and it comes from the German Haufe or Haufen. This weapon was used already in the Hussite wars. As you will see, Hussites were quite inventive as to weapons. The spring is really not far away. Jaro není daleko. It has just been a little bit delayed. Another expression is Kolache. So I don't know exactly how do you pronounce it, but in Czech it's Kolache. So this is plural. Koláč is the singular, and the diminutive is koláček and koláčky. And it's a pastry, Czech pastry, made from kind of fluffy dough, and in the middle is a filling of fruits or of soft cheese called tvaroh, or of poppy seeds boiled in sweetened milk. It's so cold. So I believe koláče were introduced through the Czech immigrants, came to the United States, especially in 18th and 19th century. Kočvarism, named after František Kočvara, is another name for sexual asphyxiophilia or breath control play. And František Kočvara was a Czech violist, a double bassist and composer. But he's probably more famous for the notorious nature of his death than for his masterpiece, which was the Battle of Prague, depicting the conflict opposing Habsburg monarchy and Prussia. František Kočvara. Pistol. Pistol is another term, came from the Hussite wars, and it originates from the Czech word píšťala, because the weapon was shaped in the same manner as a píšťala, and it was kind of carried in the same manner as the instrument, píšťala. And into English it came apparently from French, pistole, and pistole comes from the Czech píšťala. So then there is polka, a dance originated from the Czech countries in the middle of the 19th century, and I believe it even originated in the Královéhradecký kraj. Královéhradecký kraj, which you know because this is from where I was filming in the summer, from the surroundings of the city of Náchod. And polka would come from the Czech Polka, or from the expression for a Polish woman, Polka, Polák, Polka. Polka would be because of the tempo, where there is a half measure marked through the steps, and polka would be to remember the uprising of 1830. So then there is pram, which comes from the Middle Dutch pram or pram, and it came from the Czech pram, meaning flat-bottomed boat. And we have also another boat which is not as flat-bottomed as this, which is called pramice. And it would came from the Proto-Slavic porm. Another word is remoska. Remoska is an electrical cooker, apparently well known in the UK, so I don't know if this is true. Anyone? And Remos was the company which made it, and it was an abbreviation for revize, elektro, montáže, opravy and service. Remos. And it's something like a traditional oven, but much smaller, and it's very practical. And you can cook anything from a chicken or a pizza to a pastry as KOLÁČ. So cool. Taková zima. Robot. So robot from the Czech robot. The root is rob, from robit, roba, or even robie. So robit means make, do, or work. Roba would be, it's terrible, but roba is a Moravian term, woman or a spouse, wife, or someone in between, not married but living with someone, I don't know exactly, but it's still related to drudgery, hard work. It was used in Karel Čapek's play Rosumovi univerzální roboti, but Karel Čapek himself didn't invent the expression of robot. It was his brother Josef Čapek who helped him to search, to name these humanoids the play was about. And Karel Čapek was hesitating between dělači or laboři to call them, and he came for advice to Josef, who told him, well, call them roboti. And this is how this name came into existence. Robot. So then there is Semtex, which is a plastic, pliable, odorless explosive developed and manufactured in Czechoslovakia in the late 50s by Stanislav Brebera and Radim Fukátko. And Semtex was named after Semtín, which is a suburb in Pardubice. I can hardly talk, it's so cold. And the last one is tunneling, and after I'm going home, there's something warm. Tunneling is an expression used for financial fraud, where the newly privatized Czech companies went bankrupt because their management transferred the assets into their own private corporations. So in Czech it is called tunelování, and the froster is called tunelář. So, dear students, I hope these expressions were helpful, and I hope also that it will help you to remember not only this memorable day of snow in Paris, but also all the expressions that comes with these words, and also the roots. Brzy nashledanou.